What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Inside the Box with CJT Creations here. And man, we got a lot to talk about today. It's a late night episode of Inside the Box. We also got a makeshift video recording here. Right now we're video recording in the new digs. So that's part one of the new life update since the last episode. So actually, let's start this episode off. Let's go ahead and toast the new place off first and foremost before we get into the crazy night that we had. 'Tis this episode we're going to be talking about my crazy life this past weekend. And
very productive though.
Yeah, let's get it. Hit the intro.
All right.
So welcome back. And so now we're popping open a little bottle of some tequila here. And what kind of tequila we got, Tim?
Altos, 100% agave. If I pronounced it wrong, let me go back. Altos, 100% agave. We got the reposado. Something dark just to try for the winter. Fall. So let me put this together.
Yeah, so as he does that, I had a big move. Got a new job in the Charlotte area and I'm super excited. Finally, after a couple weeks of living in hotels, finally got the new spot going. And we got to open a new place up just right. And we got to do it with the cheers. So if you're listening to this, get yourself a drink. Get yourself, and toast with us. If you're watching it, you'll cheers with us along as well. Man, as the time of recording, it is 12:49 Saturday night, or I guess Sunday morning. All right, here we go.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers to new beginnings,
new location, new work.
Yeah,
and
into a hell of a night.
We'll get to the other part later.
Cheers.
No chasers, baby.
Ooh. That shit went down the wrong throat.
How many throats you got?
So pretty much this episode we're just going to be talking about the crazy weekend that we've had.
Wildest weekend.
While drinking a little bit. So let's kind of start it off from the beginning. Thursday night.
I chased it.
My man Tim comes down to town to help me move. And, we're in the hotel just chilling, moving. Go out to eat. It was a good time. Seeing some country redneck dudes trying to hit on these girls. I don't even know if they were their girls per se, but I thought it was hilarious. Of course, we were wearing our masks and stuff, being safe. Of course, all this mess you got, wearing our masks and stuff.
Wore our mask. We wore our mask. It's kind of loose out this way.
Oh, very loose out here.
Yeah.
Then Friday I had to work, but then got off work a little early so I can go to the new digs and sign the lease. So, which was really exciting. Drove out here. We previewed everything. Everything looks good. A couple things need to be fixed, but for the most part, everything looks great. A lot of space. Got a little space to do a studio, so you guys will be seeing that soon as I get settled in. Where we're gonna be.
Boxes are everywhere right now. They're all over the place. He's definitely got a plan, but I don't see it right now.
Yeah, it's coming along. Yesterday was fun. Then we went back to Mom's house back to South Carolina, and I stored a lot of my stuff there. So we got up 7 a.m. So today is Saturday. So we're down to Saturday's update. We wake up at 7 a.m. on the dot and just start packing and rolling. And then I think we were on the roll by like 8 o'clock, 8:15, and we get to the new place and everything's good. We got everything in the house packed up, and then we went to Habitat for Humanity, got a couple couches, which is great. Still needed a dinner table, but everything's slowly moving.
Save your money.
Exactly. I don't go out here just spending wasting money on stuff. So this is what I got this couch from Habitat for Humanity, as you guys see here. Super comfortable couch. Probably fall asleep on it. So then it was good. So then all of a sudden my mom's out. We load up everything, and then my mom's out, set up the internet and Wi-Fi. Of course, that's essential that we need.
Point blank.
So it was really quick, and I was really concerned actually. I was concerned that we wasn't going to get everything done in time, and literally we like sit down. It's like, oh, it's 10:30. It's like 11 o'clock. We had like everything put in here, bought a couch and everything like that. So all we had to do was like eat and get like small stuff for the house. So we did that after we went to El Patron, which is funny because we continue on the tequila trend all day today. A little margarita time, which that was a little fun. We had some some tacos, some margaritas. Can't go wrong with that. A little shopping, got some small stuff, and then the big thing that we wanted to do is we wanted to go to this Korean barbecue spot that I've never been to. Tim, tell them about that.
Charlotte. It's called MOA, and I've always wanted to check out one of these spots to where you can cook the food, or the server can cook the food for you. Server, I guess they're servers. But it was pretty nice. We got the bulgogi, we got prime rib.
Yeah, the prime rib was ridiculously good.
Was it carne asada? No, it wasn't.
No, that carne asada is in.
What was the first? The second one we got?
We got like brisket was the first one.
That's what it was. Oh my goodness.
The steak was the second one. Then we had the pork belly,
aka pork rinds, if you don't know.
and then the last one was like some beef.
And Charles was introduced to kimchi tonight. He definitely tried kimchi for the first time.
I did.
What'd you think about it?
So kimchi is actually very delicious. I was very surprised that it was that good. I knew it was cabbage, but the amount of flavors that I got introduced tonight was very overwhelming, but I loved it. I loved every second of it. Yeah, it was good. I'm definitely going to be trying to find more kimchi in the future, to say the very least. It was delicious. I mean, the whole experience was really amazing. It was
awesome.
a really nice restaurant.
Definitely got to do that again. Like, save up your pennies, nickels, and dimes and check it out. I highly recommend it if you're in Uptown Charlotte. M as in Mary, O as in O, A as in A. Check it out.
Yeah, it was a great spot. Really good decor. A really good vibe in the spot once you're cooking up we had a really great waiter.
Shout out to Steven.
Yeah, Steven was hilarious. He was, wheeling and dealing between 3 different tables.
This man was working like 3 or 4 different tables, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, he was good.
Made it look easy. I was exhausted.
And he was like, I think when I told him that I'd never been to a Korean barbecue spot before.
He got hyped.
Yeah, he got hyped. Then he just really kind of like, broke stuff down. And
Sold it. He tried to sell us the whole menu, too. We had to tell him to chill on that part. This man got too comfortable. He was, man, try this, too. And I was like, nah, bro. We're good.
We also had, what was it, a rice beer? Was it?
Oh, so we had soju. Oh, my goodness. I had to introduce Charles to that because I had it one time, and it hits like a car accident. It's
super smooth, and if you drink just enough of it, you're going to get hit like a Mack truck. It's like... tastes like water, just like it's like goes down like water, which is
smart water.
It's really dangerous, but it was really fun. It was it was a lot of fun.
That just changed on that snowballed to the day. So the day started out with us making sure we stayed on track with moving everything into the apartment and checking out the space and stuff. After we had to get that done, like Charles said, grab something to eat. We was just like, man, we want to go Uptown Charlotte. So we ended up checking out MOA. After we checked out MOA, we tried to hit like a couple different spots, but due to COVID, like everything's like super different. So like,
of course,
it looks like it's open, but then you go up there and then the guy stops you and he's just like, what's the password?
Yo. He actually did this. We walk up, I was like, oh, this is like a really cool place. Like we might just go get a drink. Cause we want to at least get one more drink before we went home. And he was like, dude looks up at me like, hey man, what's the name of the event? I'm like,
I
bro.
said whiskey sour.
I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not even going to try to, like, if I was in a different mood, I probably would have said something funny, like, I don't know, at Kayla's bachelorette party. This time we're going to get it right this time. Fuck Ron. Ron was a piece of shit. Like, we don't fuck with him no more. Just this long run on sentence.
Got us in there too. I promise.
He probably would have laughed. But then I was just like, maybe this is so.
I wasn't feeling it, so we had to kick rocks.
We walked around the block a couple times. But one of the things that we really wanted to see, we wanted to check out the Black Lives Matter mural that was off of North Tryon Street. Definitely, if you're in the Charlotte area, check it out. It's really cool seeing. Just like, I think it's just a piece of history that, it's a small piece of history, but it's still history to me.
It's gonna get its respect.
Exactly. And I just love seeing it. I just love that it's blocked off. The whole road is blocked off, so people can actually look at it, and people don't run over cars and try to, deface it and stuff like that. So that was also a really cool thing that we went to do after we ate. So, but yeah, we walked around the street a little bit. Then it was time to go home. We might have go home and drink, and we wanted to.
The day was great. The day was great. Like, we definitely made sure, like, the checkoff list was good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
we did everything we wanted to do.
Everything was happening perfect. We got something to eat. Got us some doggone tacos earlier today too. Got a little margarita. Mm-hmm. We was about to head back to the spot, but before we head back to the spot, Charles was like, "We need to get one more place." We couldn't get into the whiskey sour code. Get in with the whiskey sour code, so we got to find one more place to go. I know a spot. We were at the height of our night. What time was it?
It was probably like 10, like 10:17 or something.
At the hype of the night. Beautiful. Everything's going perfect. We're hyped. What happened next, Charles?
So I am on the interstate driving. I believe the song was something by Pop Smoke.
What was it? No, it was "You Gonna Die."
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, as soon as I heard the song, I was like, wait a minute, "You Gonna Die."
We was listening to a lot of Pop Smoke on the way. Pretty much all day we was listening to a lot of Pop Smoke. But yeah, actually, Dan, that is actually some crazy foreshadowing here. We was listening to Trippie Redd "Death" featuring DaBaby, and I'm on the interstate, 15 minutes away from my house, by the way. And I'm starting to look
Night's going perfect. Night's going perfect.
Perfect, chilling, vibing. And then I was like, yo, why is my car smoking? Wait a minute, my car's really smoking right now.
You never want to deliver your friend bad news, especially when it's talking about their car, so you act oblivious. Tim, is my car smoking? Nah.
So actually, I thought I saw, okay, so this is the thing. Early on in the night when we just parked, I thought I saw a little smoke coming off of my car, but it wasn't anything to be like, all right, nothing to concern about.
My car is smoking. It's all good. It's not smoking enough.
But then driving back, yeah, it just really started smoking crazy because I just saw like my
smoke cloud in the rear view mirror.
Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah.
Again, I don't want to tell my friend his car is smoking bad, so I wait for him to notice. By then, we're damn near letting the car try and catch on fire. And I'm like, I think we should pull over.
Yeah, the car started to lock up on me, and I was like, yeah, let me try to get over to this right lane as fast as possible. And I'm just trying
smoking everybody out behind us.
Yeah, because it was like right as like an exit just ended, so like people getting off on the exit, and so I was like, fuck. So I just got off. Oh, excuse me. I just got off on the side of the road, and I turned the car off, and the car was still smoking. So he was like, let's
I was like, I might as well walk away from
yeah, chain smoker, 20 years. Yeah, baby, how you doing? I'm like, yeah.
Right before Charles turned the car off, you gonna die.
But yeah, it was crazy. My temperature gauge was on cold, so it didn't even like warm up or register. So which at the early indications, I have not gotten my car to a shop. It looks like my engine is gone. That sucks.
That's like the worst news you can ever get. And so we kind of assumed it, but we want to wait for like a professional to like break the news. So we call. We're not going to give the tow company credit.
Yeah, we call the tow company.
A tow company, and the guy was like, "Well, what's going on?" And I was just like, "Well, there's smoke coming from underneath the hood." And we looked in the rearview mirror, and then it's big old cloud. Ah, ha, 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 ha. The guy just starts laughing, and he was like, so I got some bad news. It sounds like you lost a motor. I was like, well, damn.
All right.
Great way to break that one.
Yeah, like that.
So you guys coming to pick us up or no?
Yeah, so we just on the side of the interstate for probably like 30, 40 minutes. Yeah. It probably was close enough. I don't know. It kind of flew by, but it not really.
We didn't know what to do at first. We was just like procrastinating because we was waiting for the car to fix itself.
Yeah. If my Camry would have fixed itself, I would have bought my Camry whatever it wanted.
A motor.
I would have. Well, not that because that's kind of pricey.
I draw the line at a new motor. Okay.
But and the crazy thing is, this is what I just realized too. I literally just filled up my tank. I'm hurt. I'm gonna have to do something
for that, John.
Bro. It's a super full tank too.
Yep.
That hurts. That really hurts. Yeah, so that kind of sucks. Just like really sitting on the side of the road was an interesting experience. Like, it definitely was a curveball to how the night has been going. The whole day really has been going. Very good feels, high feelings, especially moving into a new place, new energy, super excited. But honestly, I could have really it could have really thrown a wrench into my night. It could have just turned my temper all the way around. Like, I could have been just pissed off and just angry at the world. But one, my car has a lot of miles on it. I understood that. I was on borrowed time, so to speak. I was just riding my baby until she fell off.
Tonight.
Which was tonight. October 10th, 2020 will be the day that she dies. It's sad because, I guess I can do I don't know if it's a spoiler per se, but my car was going to be in a movie next year, dropping in theaters, possibly. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't seen a final cut or anything like that, but that was a possible thing. Like I my car could have made his movie appearance on the silver screen, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I made a song about my Camry. I love my Camry. It's gotten me everywhere. But Tim really, me and Tim were both on the same wavelength for sure. It's just like, it's no point if
stressing something that's out of your hands.
Exactly.
We was definitely on the side of the road cracking jokes where most people would be like kicking the tire, pissed off, throwing stuff. Charles was looking for a new car.
Yeah. Yeah, I was already on Carvana looking for a new car. Like,
you think I should get a Jeep?
At the same time, it's like, I know there's going to be tough situations I got to figure out, coming up very soon, especially because work, on Monday. But it's, it just shows you, like, I don't know, it's just one of those things that, life is always going to throw you curveballs and it's going to be hard, but most of your life is predicated on how you react to those situations. And so if you react positively to that, then you're going to have positive outcomes. And if you react negatively to those things, you're going to have a lot of negative outcomes. And something that I've learned is to always, look on the bright side of things, always try to get the most, like, the positive out of it, because, you're really, it's really going to affect you. And, I just don't want to be a negative person. I don't want to be a person who dwells on everything and just hates life and, oh, this happened to me again. Goodness gracious. Like, what's next is going to happen? Oh, this is going to happen next. And then it actually does happen because you put that negative energy out in the air. And most of the time that's, our fault, because if you're negative about stuff, negative things are going to attract to you. But if you keep putting positive energy out, positive things are going to keep coming out, coming back to me. Who knows? My next car can probably be something crazy, spectacular that I didn't even know. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm still trying to figure that out. I still got to make a plan for a short term, and then we can work on something for the long term. Is this ideal time? No. but at the same time, I'm okay. I'm ready. I have, I have options. And I can figure it out. I'm not in a place right now to where it's gonna, kill me, but it's gonna be a little tough, which is cool. Like, I mean, every situation is gonna bring you, or life's just gonna bring you tough moments, and I'm just gonna come out stronger from this. But yeah, today it was a roller coaster day. We definitely wanted to get the most out of this day by recording this podcast right now, because it's like, how else get this fresh raw reaction? And I mean, this is literally like, it's 1 o'clock right now. This happened at like 11 o'clock. Yeah. Like a couple hours ago, and we're laughing about it, talking about it. My mom still doesn't even know about my car being gone. She'll know in the morning, because I'm not gonna wake up moms right now, but she will know.
How'd you
soon.
get home? I hitchhiked.
But one thing we need to talk about is the tow driver, the truck or tow truck driver, whatever. This man was an interesting character that came picked us up. I don't know how you explain him. I won't say all that. Definitely a gun lover guy. Says he brings up some interesting stories inside the car talking to Tim, and Tim is just chatting it up with this guy. I'm over here quiet as a mouse.
I almost forgot Charles was there.
And I mean, these guys are just in the thick of conversation, and I'm just like, what is this going on? And every like moment that like, it's like a key. He says something, just
He's like, damn, Tim just gets him pulling out all these conversations that I hope he just
deep in the conversation. Like, how do you? And then every time he says something crazy, he just like hits my leg, like yo, bro.
Yeah, I was like shoving Charles's dog on side, kicking his leg, everything.
Okay, so let me just say one story that was just kind of like, wow. Okay, read the room, dude. Like, read the room first and foremost. So let me see if I can pull this one together.
We were doing like 85, 90 on. We gotta paint the picture for you now. Okay. Yeah. So as soon as the guy picks us up, we jump in the truck and stuff. Where do you live? So Charles is saying where we live, and then he's just like, all right, and then he just like guns it. He didn't type the address in or anything. Yeah, he just guns it. And so he's like getting it like 85, 90, and then he slaps the headlights off. So the headlights
it looks completely dark. I could barely see you in front of us, and I'm like, yo,
I didn't have a seatbelt on.
This man was first of all, he was squished in the middle between him and me.
I'm sandwiched in the middle. Pause, and it was just like
unpause,
and like and I'm like looking at just like the road in front of me that I can't see because this guy's doing like 85, 90 with no headlights. Charles is quiet. This man's talking to me, and I think it was more me just trying to comfort myself by just keeping the conversation going, because otherwise I'd be like, let me drive. Turn them lights on. This man was getting it, and then he was just like, I live right next to y'all. And we was like, oh, okay. And then this man starts talking about, oh, you live in that neighborhood. I was like, what does that mean?
Right,
and
exactly.
He dives into with these like conversations about like loving, concealed carry?
Yeah, concealed carry, open carry, stuff like that. And then he goes into this story about how he pulls up to some bar with his buddy or something like that. And I guess these guys, well, he said
not bar. He's a tow truck driver, so he gets to tow all the cars, and they like look for opportunities. And they were headed back in town from the spot getting guns and stuff, and so they saw where they can be able to tow vehicles, and they like knowing that it was just like it was an all black club or something like that.
Yeah, he's like, it was like an all black club. And then I'm thinking, I paused. This is me in the universe during the conversation. I paused. I'm like, did this motherfucker just say all black? I'm like looking at myself, trying to self-diagnose my skin color. So it's
all black club.
And especially already and then he says, these guys try to surround me and tell me this is and that. And he said, look, I told this motherfucker, right? I told him I put my hand on my gun. And I said, look, if you motherfuckers fuck with me, I'm going to shoot you right in your fucking head. And I'm like,
okay.
I was like, Oh, did you say that though?
He's like, they got hard. I was just like, but did you really say that though?
Exactly. And then they say, oh, we don't want no problems. I was like, okay.
All right.
So, yeah, and then that's that story. I'm just like, okay. And then he's talking about how, yeah, guys, you got me at a good time because I'm on my way to get some pussy. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, man, we got this party going on. And it's about 3 girls, and it's only gonna be like 2. How many? 6 girls. 6 girls,
like
3 guys.
6 or 7 girls and 3 guys, because he said he don't play with no sausage fest.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, that's okay. Nice for you. Good for you,
But
buddy.
he started the conversation with he got a girlfriend there, so I was kind of confused.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Jeez, now here
Hey, I just know that black men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying?
at all.
So yeah, he was an interesting character. That was a fun little ride, squished in that car. I think it was
That
about
was
20
definitely
minutes.
the icing to the cake. Today was great.
I mean,
Today was wonderful.
with Tim talking to the guy, he did save me $25 on my car insurance using Geico.
Oh man, y'all paying cash? Because I was about to charge you $5.
I was like, honestly, I didn't even know. Like, honestly, during that whole ride, I was just thinking, like, yo, I thank God I got some cash in my pocket. But I just like, I hope I had enough. And I was just like, because I feel like it could be like $200.
Which, by the way, whenever you get your vehicle towed, I feel like they just throw out a number at you.
Facts. He's like, $100.
He looked down too long. He was just like, "Did they give you a price?" And I should have said $50.
Yeah,
I should have just thrown a random number out there and be like,
Here you go.
"What?"
I said I prepaid at the shop.
Yeah, he said, "Did he give you a number?" And I was like, "Nah." And he just like looked down and kept looking down. And I was like, ah. And then he started looking at the car like the car is about to help him know what the dog going to give a number for. And he's just like looking at his doggone dashboard. And I was like, you just told us you live right next to us. We were legit on your way home. But
Speaking of,
you got to make money.
On the way home, and when we got home,
This man said $100.
So
I usually charge $125. I said, yeah, all right.
so when we got there, so apparently, also previous story, he said that this neighborhood had a lot of people who they repoed cars from because of just a lack of payments. You know, of course, with the coronavirus and everything like that. Yeah. So then it's like, oh wow, that's crazy. When we get in there, we pull up, you know, this loud ass truck in the neighborhood or whatever. Then you see this car, this hoopty on 22s. I mean, book it in his car and just get in that joint and start rolling.
You ain't getting me tonight.
Like, you
ain't getting me tonight, Mr. Toeman.
You is not getting me. I seen you get my brother, my sister, my cousin. You almost got my mama and Day Day in them, but you wasn't getting me. And oh man, that was funny because he was just like, I was like, all right, is he gone? Because I think the tow man kind of creeped around the corner.
We ain't never seen y'all bring a car back to somebody's house.
Y'all always
That's crazy.
So it definitely is a different circumstance for us.
This neighborhood probably think Charles got something going on because this man, he done had everybody outside looking at him whenever we came to move in. Charles flew through the neighborhood. Next thing you know, his car's being pulled through the neighborhood. It's been a crazy going weekend. Through some things.
It's been a crazy weekend for sure. We'll definitely update you guys once, you know, whatever happens. I'm excited to have my new spot. I'm ready to start cranking out more content for you guys. And what's up, everybody? Currently in my new studio. It's a mess right now. I'm sure trying to figure out the plan as we was talking about earlier. One thing that happened that kind of added to that crazy day that we were talking about was the fact that the last part of the podcast didn't record on either my audio nor the video. So I'm just going to kind of recap what we talked about, which wasn't really too much. There's really really two big things that I wanted to just address. The first thing was definitely the songs of the week. And definitely listen to some 21 Savage. 21 Savage had a killer album. Running is a bop. That's pretty much my favorite song on the album currently right now. Who else did I say listen to? We was listening to a lot of Pop Smoke that day, so definitely listen to Pop Smoke. I want to say For the Night was the vibe that we were listening to. Also, Welcome to the Party, of course, a classic by Pop. R.I.P. So that's the songs for the week. We're going to be adding those to the playlist as well. Definitely want you guys to check out the playlist. We really want to push this playlist. This playlist, I think, is a beautiful blend and a beautiful mix of music that we've listened to on the show, that not even listened to on the show per se, but just music that, the guests are feeling, the music I'm feeling that week. And it's put onto this cool playlist that's on Spotify, Songs of the Week with CJT Creations. I will put a link in the bio for you guys to just go ahead and like that playlist. So definitely check that out. It's good music. I really enjoy the music. It's a really good vibe because you really kind of go from a little bit of 80s, some 90s music to current music. So it's a really cool vibe of music that you get on this playlist. So I definitely recommend you guys check this out. It's very good. Also, I had a big announcement. So the announcement is that coming up very soon, I'm going to, we can announce it now. I want to put together a open mic, an inside the box open mic. And so pretty much what that means is looking for submissions. Submit your submissions to me at cjtcreationbox@gmail.com, or you can follow me on IG, just DM me as well. Looking for people to make anywhere from like 2 to 5 minute videos of them performing some type of art, or spoken word, poetry, rap, singing, anything you want, really, anything creative that you want to share and do. And let's have a great special. This is an idea that I've been thinking about for probably a couple of months now. Something just to be a little different, something to keep changing the game, so to speak. We did a virtual movie club on the IG page this summer during the coronavirus craziness, and we watched some movies together. I did a movie reviews. You can catch that on my IG page, CJT Creation Box. Excuse me. And so that was really fun. People reaching out to me and say, "Yo, these are really cool movies. I'm glad that you recommend this." I'm like, I need something to watch right now during this craziness. So I'm like, okay, perfect. Like, I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying this, which makes me feel good because I really wanted to go outside my comfort zone with certain movies and just watch something different. And there were some cool movies. Stopped abruptly because a lot of life stuff's happened, but definitely maybe get the virtual movie club back up and rolling. We'll do maybe monthly movies or something like that. We'll talk about that later down the line, but for right now, I want to do the open mic. I want to give people opportunity to be creative, to this really cool podcast episode, to be a great audio experience for you guys, and video, because we're definitely pushing to do more videos. Now, as you see right now, you can see me video, or you can listen to me on Spotify, Apple Music, Google, wherever you get your podcast from. But definitely send me submissions. Tag me people who you think would be cool to reach out to, and we'll try to get a little show going, something slight, and we'll, maybe if this is successful the first time around, we'll keep doing it. We'll keep trying to keep getting bigger and better. So definitely the Inside the Box open mic, ITB, or the Creation Box open mic will be a thing coming very shortly. I'm super excited. We'll definitely be working hard to get that together as soon as we can get enough people and to get the video right and get the submissions in. We'll do it. I will set a deadline soon, so that way we can kind of get things up and rolling. I'm looking at possibly getting it done because today, right now, it's been a week since we filmed the actual podcast, and today's, I believe, is the 17th. So by the time this comes out, it's probably gonna be around the 20th of October. So let's look at the submission at the end of November, and maybe getting this episode in December, around the anniversary of right after the anniversary of Inside the Box, which is, I believe, November 16th or November 20th. I should know this, right? But anyway, so that's what I really want to do. I'm really excited for this. definitely bring in your submissions. And this was a crazy episode. It's been a crazy life. I will give you guys more updates later down the road as to my car situation, my updates of new job, how that's going, which is going good. And more later down the road in another podcast episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We had a video version, audio version. Definitely go check out both of them. If you are listening to on Spotify currently, go check out the YouTube page and subscribe. Get me to 10 subscribers, which I just need one more. So hopefully you guys get me to 25. That's a good number, 25, and then we go to 50, to 75, to 100. That's the goal. Just slow growth. We keep growing. I'm not asking for much. I just need one more to get to the 10 mark, and let's get to 25 next. CJT Creation Box on YouTube. Subscribe to the page, bell notifications, all the YouTubey stuff. We'll be working to put more content on that page as well, between Hate to Pile On, which is a sports podcast hosted by me and Jonathan Edwards. Great talks. He also does Saturdays on Twitter, and also we're going to be doing videos for that. Also, Wrestling Wednesday, so all my wrestling fans out there will be doing that. That'll be on Twitch first stream, and then it'll be up on the YouTube page as well. A lot of stuff going on inside a lot of stuff going on CJT Creation Box, but also on Inside the Box as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode, and it's a crazy episode, but we got it done, and we're going to get out to you guys. And have a great rest of your week, and don't let negative things bring you down. All right, guys, like always and forever, keep